Hello, good afternoon. My name is Steven Sebude. I am an entrepreneur, but also currently working as a growth facilitator with Bora Watu, Africa. Now, what inspired me to get the vision to start Bora Watu, Africa? Once upon a time, about 2 years ago, me and a bunch of friends, we decided to start a book club. And the purpose of that book club was to keep up to date with things that were going around us. But then also, given that we were both, all of us were interested in personal development and what it had done for our lives prior to coming up to forming the book club. Now, through that book club, you start to realize very many things, venturing through various books. So it's until we started to read this book by Apostle Mukisa, and it's a book called Straightforward Financial Growth. And through that book, we discovered that there are many ways that you can make businesses, but it's just that maybe people don't take time to think about it. Now, through that book club, we discuss various things happening, maybe politics, things that are happening locally, and of course, naturally, there's the frustration of things that go wrong, and we always wonder, what can we do? So we decided to shift our minds from a story of always complaining with all the things that are wrong with our country, with the people around us, who's not doing this, who's not doing that, and we decided to become part of the solution. Now, part of that solution, we decided, you know what? We have spent 2 years reading so many books. I think by the time we started this, we had read almost 20 books, from various spaces, various disciplines. So we decided, you know what, let's use this opportunity to extend this information to other people. And as the story goes, that you best learn by teaching other people. Now, at Bora Watu, we do believe that information is one of those privileges that a lot of people don't have in this country. For example, when you think about ways that one could start a business, it's so apparent that for the young people, the moment they finish university, all they're thinking about is, what job can I look for? Where can I go and apply? But if we decided to be a community that is curious about maybe the problems that are faced around us, the things that one can look at and touch and maybe fix, opportunity is always around us. Even when things are not going wrong, in those things that are not going wrong, that is where the opportunity is. So coming up with the name Bora Watu, we looked at it as an inspiration that we wanted to make better people. So it's driven from Swahili, meaning better people, and that is the essence of it all. We want to make better people. And ultimately, Bora Watu is a platform, it's a training platform that is dedicated or committed to training and also guiding the youth in not only Uganda, but also around East Africa and Africa at large, for anyone that is ready and willing to listen. And through that, we want to be able to give tools and skills and systems for anyone who is in a stage of transitioning from a point of education to a point of going into maybe their professional life, let's say starting a business or maybe starting a job. And that is what we want to do. We want to provide the community, the environment, the people, and the information, such that we are able to bridge the gap between where someone is with the hard skills that they have acquired at university and also where they are going to probably be working, or maybe the jobs that they are going to do. So we do understand that also this is in the category of soft skills development, and it is something that can be looked at as greasing the hard skills that you already have, and you can take them to wherever that you're going to do next. As we know, the world is developing so fast, it requires someone not only to survive, but also to thrive. You need to be very, very adaptable. It is highly competitive, but the era that we are in right now, information is readily available. And that is why I said earlier, for anyone that is willing to listen, the good things are definitely out there. So our approach with Bora Watu, I would like to call it a three-pronged approach. And I have spent on this journey of personal development for about 10 years. And over the time, I have discovered what has worked for me and what hasn't worked for me. But for anyone that is starting the journey, I reflect from the point I started, and I realized that there are things that perhaps if I knew them then, it would have made my process much, much easier. but mine was a story of journeying through it and discovering one thing at a time, one thing at a time, one thing at a time. So because I never had the opportunity of having platforms like this where someone can definitely hold your hand and take you through that. You know what, if you're looking for a book that takes care of this particular area, this is what you can read. So the three-pronged approach, I would say, as it is with any person, one of the predictors of how your life is going to turn out, I believe, is the environment that you're spending most of your time in. The environment is a very, very huge predictor of your life. So the three-pronged approach, I would say, is the environment, and that is what Bora Watu is going to be delivering, to keep you in the environment that is going to provide the best case scenario for you to achieve the success that you want. And from the environment, we are also giving you access to a community of people. Now, when you look at coaches and mentors, these are not people who are easily accessed. If you ask yourself a question, how many people do you think read books maybe say per day or maybe a month? Let's look at it per year. Okay, very few people do read books, and we know very well that this information is hidden in there. It is somewhere in there. As God gave us all these gifts, but He never gave us everything. So you'll find that some gifts are with other people. Luckily, those people have been able to document those gifts and provide those gifts in those materials. So it's bestowed upon you who is looking for such material to look for it. So Bora Watu as a community is giving you access to such resources, so you can see them manifest in free printables, free PDFs, book suggestions, things that are very, very directional to the things that you want to solve. And on top of that, it is the information. Now, when you look at an example of information, let's say if you wanted to become a doctor, one of the fastest ways of becoming a doctor is to learn from someone who is already a doctor, because this person has walked through the process and has been there. It makes the process much faster. So three things: environment, community, and that is the people, and the information. That is the gap that we intend to bridge from where you are and where you want to go. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are out there and you have just finished school, probably you have just finished senior 6, or probably you are at the stage where you have just finished university and you're in the process of going to what do I do next, we have a particular program that we think has been tailored for anyone like you. And this program is going to be catering for personal mastery. That is going to be the topic of discussion. And the theme of all of this is taking the first step. This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be happening in July. It's going to be a 4 to 5 course week program where we'll be tackling various areas, from areas to do with self-discipline, to goal setting, to values and personal missions, and things essentially that, systems that you definitely want to use as you move through your life. So July, I would like you to watch out for that, as the presentations are currently happening. The different discussions through the month of June through to July, the discussions will be happening, and you are welcome to sign up for that program. The registration details are going to be made available to you. Watch out for that email, and we have a WhatsApp community where you can join and be kept up with updates that will be going on with Bora Watu Africa. So ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to be a part of this. If this is something that interests you and you would like to share your story, or perhaps you would like someone to listen to you and some of the struggles that you're going through, what is getting in your way, what is standing in the way of what you want to achieve, we are available here and we are willing to listen.